It's week 12 of the 2026 season, and we've got the Giants' creative quarterback. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Giants and the Jaguars, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And you want to talk about enormous expectations being placed on a quarterback. How about what Trevor Lawrence faced coming out of college? But the good thing for him, he's used to it. He had the same type of expectations leaving high school and going to Clemson. They always expect him to be a franchise savior, whatever team he joins. And to his credit, he shouldered those expectations and is doing everything in his power to follow through.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. The numbers on the ground for ETN last week: 17 carries, 89 yards.
They've won 2 straight games and have done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Now Lawrence to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It'll be a 48-yard punt, 5 there on the return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his 2nd year in the NFL now.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance, because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
They'll look to throw. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the 1st down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
And the catch made by Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it 2nd down. Now back to throw. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 42. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
At the Jaguars' 48-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
It's now 3rd down and long.
Back to throw. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. And they came into play here off 2 straight victories. They're back to 500 on the year. But, Charles, is this little mini run coming too late to salvage their season?
Well, they definitely dug themselves a hole that leaves them needing to play almost perfect football from here on out. But I do believe they think that they've got this thing turned around, and they are capable of doing exactly that.
ETN up the middle. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Giants offense and their quarterback coming out for their 2nd drive. And this defense has got to be searching for answers right now. It's been his ability to make plays on the ground here in this first half that's really giving him fits. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 16 carries, 81 yards.
And as we discovered in talking with the coaching staff prior to the game, going up against a team that struggled against the run has only emboldened them to run the football more. I expect 40 to 50 carries in this game.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. And there they bring pressure from the inside and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
And the Giants send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on third. Lawrence will throw. And one more time, here's Kirk. And he will have a Jaguars first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
You talk about this Giant defense.
They were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you can tell by this team, all right? Anytime you can tell your offense, hey, just get us a couple of touchdowns. We got this thing locked down. That's when you know you're playing well and you're carrying your team along. I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
47-yard punt, a return of 4.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The New York set to take the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
10 yards, good for a Giant first down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
In motion right, that's Hyatt.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Here's a 2nd down and 7 from the 37.
They'll set up to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he will have a Giants first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. The Giants at 6 and 4 now on the year, and they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset, being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's complete to Slayton. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
He's going to use his legs here.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop, and it just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
Going right side, he finds Slayton. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And this one is right through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Now Lawrence. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Now Lawrence. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that 1st down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So now the Giants set to take over on offense. They're leading right now and on the heels of that victory last week against Arizona. 1st and 10 as they start this drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Dancing to his left. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now, standing just about on his own goal line. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Lawrence to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
Bobby Okereke making that tackle. So from just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9.
From the gun, Bigsby. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Lawrence.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Operating from the gun, Lawrence.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
Thomas goes in motion left.
From the 17,
Lawrence.
touchdown!
Brian Thomas.
His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. Now out come the Giants. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return.
And the Jags going to go on offense now late in this first half. And just inside of a minute left, Charles, they got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
And Lawrence going to smartly hit the deck here as he is able to pick up the first down in the process.
They'll set up a throw.
Throw out wide is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence.
That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. Final play of the half. It's Lawrence.
He'll air it out deep for Thomas.